Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday and Roll Tribe ICC fans. We want to welcome those of you watching on letsgoicctv.com/red here on the Red Channel here in the ICC Soccer Complex this afternoon. We have number 19 ICC getting ready to face off against East Central here on sophomore day for the Lady Indians. 8 of ICC's women's soccer sophomores were just recognized. They include Caitlin Elbeck, Lauren Sharples, Vanessa Baggetts, Addie Stanford, Liv Norris, Gracie Henley, Juliana Moats, and Liz McElveen. Want to thank those 8 for the hard work and commitment they have put into the program over the past 2 years. And we are underway here in Fulton. East Central in the all-black kits, ICC in the red shirts with white shorts. We will deliver you our Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting 11, for this afternoon's match. Number 2, Riley Stringer. Number 5, Caitlin Elbeck. Number 7, Millie Webb. Number 8, Lauren Sharples. Number 9, Isabel Kinsella. Number 11, Vanessa Baggetts. Number 12, Chloe Boyd. Number 13, Addie Stanford. Number 22, Liv Norris. Number 23, Gracie Henley. And at keeper, number 30, Annabelle Holman. So here is Millie Webb right here. She sends it up to Kinsella, who will pass it back to Webb. But that is taken away by East Central. And they will just kick it towards the box, but Liv Norris will kick it up and high and out of bounds. We want to welcome those of you watching in favor of the Lady Indians, but also those watching in favor of the Lady Warriors over in Decatur. So that kick right there by Alejandra Lopez will just go to the mitts of Annabelle Holman, and Annabelle will just kick it back into play for ICC. And switching back and forth with possession right there. Reagan Kelly right here, who will pass it to Lopez. Lopez broken up by Vanessa Baggetts. And here's Vanessa now. She'll pass it to Isabel Kinsella. Nice spin move to get away from the defender. She will pass it back to Vanessa, but that is kicked away by Sage Kirkbridge. Kicked back into play, though. So this is Reagan Kelly right here, who will take possession back for East Central. So over here on the far side, that'll just roll out of bounds. And it will be possession ICC. Riley Stringer will throw it in. And Annabelle Holman will just see that in and reset possession. Kick it on its way. And here is Kinsella now. She'll pass it up for Millie Webb, and here's Millie right here on the far side. Millie trying to get around the defender, but Sage Kirkbridge will break that up and get possession back for East Central, but the ball will get away right here, and Riley Stringer will pick it back up for the Lady Indians. So this is Cassidy Pulliam, met by Baggetts and Gracie Henley. So Vila Bruns will Send it over, but that is taken away by Caitlin Elbeck. So here's Chloe Boyd right here in stride. And that will be taken away by Ella Adams. So Kinsella will pass it up, looking for Vanessa Baggett, but that is broken up by number 11, Anna Beth Garrettson of the Lady Warriors. So Gracie Henley will throw it in. Here's Kinsella, who will pass it over to Chloe Boyd, but that is she's able to get in front of the soccer ball, in between the ball and Eva Craney. So Chloe Boyd will pass it over to Gracie, and we're going to have stoppage for a player down on the field. And we're going to take a quick injury timeout. We will be back with more right after this.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
You gotta keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy, cheers to us, we did it!
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1,
Ready.
2.
That's my recipe for magic.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And welcome back after that timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see Isabel Kinsella get up on her own power and walk off the field. She will exit the game, and number 16, Cooper Pletsky, will come in her place. 39-23 remaining in the first half. No score between number 19 ICC and East Central. This one just started here on letsgoicctv.com/red. Live from the ICC Soccer Complex on the campus of Itawamba Community College. It will resume play here with Vanessa. And off the back of Lopez, and that'll be picked up by East Central. So here's Reagan Kelly here. She will pass it up to Viola Bruns. And the Lady Warriors trying to find a window in the ICC defense. And Cooper Pletsky applying pressure up front. Casey Canizaro will pass it up towards Annabeth Garrettson. Back to Canizaro. So Brooke Gibson on the near side Sends it up towards Cassidy Pulliam, but that will go out of bounds. Last touch by ICC's Liv Norris. So here on the throw-in is Lopez. And inside the box, but Annabelle Holman will just scoop it up and reset possession for the Lady Indians with 38:01 remaining in the first half of play. Holman's kick is up and on its way. And Cooper Pletsky trying to get possession, but is met by a host of Lady Warriors. And that will just roll out of bounds. Last touch by ICC. Lopez will throw it in for East Central. Ball goes up and high and lands on the ground. And the Lady Warriors are able to get it out away from in front of the box. So here's Addie Stanford, who will pass it up to Boyd. Here's Liv Norris here, surveying the defense, and she will pass it over to Gracie Henley. Henley in stride. And that will be taken away by Reagan Kelly and the Lady Warriors. This kick will send it out towards midfield, but it will bounce back towards where it was previously. And nice job right there by Chloe Boyd to get her foot out in front of that pass and take it away for ICC. Now it will go out of bounds. A possession will stay with ICC. This is Caitlin Elbeck, number 5, who will throw it in. Never mind, that's going to be Riley Stringer, number 2, who will throw it in for the Lady Indians. And approaching the box was Cooper Pletsky trying to get a foot on the soccer ball, but the ball will just roll out of bounds right there. And this will set up a corner kick opportunity for the Lady Indians with 35-34 remaining in the first half of play. This is Chloe Boyd who will issue the corner kick. Kick is up and it's on its way, and it'll just go out the side of the net right there. So here's Canizaro. She's trying to take the top off the defense and will send it towards the other side of the field. And there's going to be a call against ICC that will put East Central on the ICC side of the field right here for a kick opportunity. Casey Canizaro will kick it for East Central. Kick on its way. And deflected off a header by Lauren Sharples. Nice job right there by Lauren. And the ball is rolling in favor of the Lady Indians. Cooper Pletsky trying to take it back from Reagan Kelly. And Kelly will just kick it towards Sage Kirkbridge. Here's Canizaro, who will send it back to Reagan Kelly. And hit up on a header by Addie Stanford. Will break that up and get possession back to the Lady Indians This is Caitlin Elbeck in stride, but she has Craney on defense next to her. It'll roll out of bounds. So Riley Stringer will throw it in for ICC. And a nice move right there by Caitlin Elbeck. Get her some space between her and the defender, but East Central will kick it out. This is Stringer and Craney trying to fight over possession. Stringer is able to kick it to Cooper Pletsky, but that is taken away by East Central. Viola Bruns will kick it over to Reagan Kelly, who will kick it over to Casey Canizaro. But that is taken away by Millie Webb, and she will send it up towards Vanessa Baggetts. So here's Lauren Sharples with it now. Sharples working around the side right here, passes it to Gracie Henley, and that'll just be kicked out of bounds. Off the foot of Bruns, so possession will stay with ICC. Gracie Henley will throw it in for the Lady Indians. And so Sage Kirkbridge will kick it out of the box, but ICC will get it right back. Here's Cooper Pletsky, who will pass it to Vanessa Baggetts. Baggetts trying to get the soccer ball before it rolls out of bounds, but deflected right there by Reagan Kelly, and it'll roll out of bounds. Possession will stay with ICC, however, and Gracie Henley will throw it back in. So here on the throw-in, Gracie will collect her on throw-in off a header from Vanessa, but that'll roll out of bounds off the foot of Bruns. So you're on a third throw-in. And Cassidy Pulliam will just kick it out of bounds. So here is Pulliam. That possession disrupted by Liv Norris. So here's Cooper Pletsky now. Cooper surveying the defense. She'll pass it to Lauren Sharples. Lauren will pass it over to the far side to Caitlin Elbeck. Now here's Caitlin, who will send it up to Millie Webb. Millie approaching the box, and she will work across the field. And East Central kicking it out of the box. Send it back to midfield, but the Lady Indians working to retain possession and send it back down there, but the Lady Warriors will disrupt that. Casey Canizaro's kick will send it over to the far side. So this is Riley Stringer and Ella Adams scrambling over possession of the soccer ball, and it'll roll out of bounds off of Stringer. So East Central will throw it in right here.
Go, Alejandra. Go, Alejandra. Alejandra, now come wide. All the way here. Cassidy, come on up the lines. Up the lines. Stay tight, man. Here, Alejandra. Keep coming here. Keep coming here. We want to get the ball out of here. Cooper, who are you covering? There you go.
So here on the throw-in, collecting the throw-in is Garrettson, but that is taken away by ICC. Here's Vanessa Baggetts now. in stride, trying to work downfield. She'll pass it to Gracie Henley here on the near side. And Gracie gets it through the window to Cooper Pletsky, but that a sliding kick by Reagan Kelly will disrupt that. That was a nice pass right there by Gracie Henley in between two defenders with that window closing. And we have a substitution for the Lady Indians. Number 7, Millie Webb, exits the game, and Juliana Moats will take her spot. So throw in by Gracie. Disrupted by East Central, and this is Bruns right here trying to work horizontal, but Moats will pick it up. Here's Juliana trying to work around the defense, but that is taken away and kicked out by Bruns. And Chloe Boyd gets in between two defenders to take the soccer ball away, but that'll roll out of bounds. Last touched by ICC. 27:06 remaining in the first half. No score between number 19 ICC and the Lady Warriors of East Central. So here on a throw in is Lopez. And this is Garrettson. Taken away by Lauren Sharples. Lauren will just kick it back towards Riley Stringer. So Riley will send it up towards Caitlin Elbeck, and here's Elbeck trying to make a move around defender, but that is taken away by Eva Craney. And in pursuit of the soccer ball is Addie Stanford and Annabeth Garrettson. So here's Chloe Boyd now, who will pass it to Caitlin Elbeck. And that'll just roll out of bounds. And here on the throw-in is Adams. And Craney trying to get around the ICC defense, but quite a tall task with how Coach David Strother plays defense. And taken away by the Lady Indians. This is Lauren Sharples in stride, and she will send it up for Cooper Pletsky in the box. And that'll just be kicked out of bounds by Reagan Kelly. So Riley Stringer will throw it in, and that'll just roll out of bounds. Last touch by East Central. And this will now set up a corner kick opportunity for the Lady Indians with 24.5 minutes to play in the first half. And we have a substitution. Liz McElveen will enter the game and replace Gracie Henley. So Boyd's corner kick is on its way. And here on a second chance effort, blocked by Reagan Kelly. So Reagan Kelly will reset possession for East Central after stopping the Lady Indians corner kick chance right there, and kicked away and kicked out of bounds by Vanessa Baggetts. Liz McElveen will throw it in for ICC. McElveen will throw it in again. And this is Cooper who will collect it. And sent out of bounds defensively by Vila Bruns. And McElveen will throw it in again, this time to Vanessa Baggett. Vanessa will send it back to Liz. Liz will send it to Liv Norris. She sends it up towards the box. And so East Central will reset possession. And a far kick right there will just roll out of bounds and give ICC possession. Riley Stringer will throw it in. Throw in, hit on a header by Eva Craney. But this is Cooper Pletsky here on the far side who will pass it to Juliana Moats. Here's Moats trying to work around the defense inside the box now. Passes it to Lauren Sharples. And Lauren trying to work horizontally, and it'll just roll outside and will roll out of bounds. So another corner kick opportunity coming up for ICC. This is Chloe Boyd who will kick it for the Lady Indians. Boyd's kick is up and on its way and deflected out on an East Central header. Lady Indians looking for a second chance right here inside the box still. And that was Juliana Moats on sophomore day with 20:56 remaining in the first half. Number 19 ICC strikes first off a shot inside the box by Juliana Moats.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
And so here on a throw in to Vanessa Baggett's. And here's Lauren Sharples right here, trying to work around the Lady Warrior defense, and the Lady Warriors will take it away. And so here approaching the near side is Viola Bruns, who will pass it to Reagan Kelly. And here's Juliana Moats again, who will take it away over here on the far side. Trying to work her way around Canizero. And McElveen's kick right there. Try to connect with Lauren Sharples, but Lauren lost her footing a little bit right there and was able to, East Central was able to scoop it up and reset possession. And so here's Riley Stringer right here. She gets it away just before Cassidy Pulliam arrived. And so here is Caitlin Elbeck in stride over on the far side, but that will roll out of bounds. She tried to connect with Juliana Moats, but the soccer ball got away from Moats right there. So here on the throw in, collected by East Central just for a moment, but it'll go out of bounds. Riley Stringer will throw it back in.
Come on, stay on them.
And it will go out of bounds again. And so here is Lauren Sharples now. Lauren will send it up towards the box, but that will just be taken by the keeper. I'm having difficulty seeing the number of the keeper for East Central.
Jump in, Vince. Help him out. Jump in, Vince. Now, take yardage. Take yardage. Yes, one time.
So here's Reagan Kelly now, who will pass it to Sage Kirkbridge. And East Central trying to find their way around the ICC defense, but Chloe Boyd will take it away. And Isabel Kinzela will send it up, but it'll go high and right of the goal right there. One 0 is the score. Number 19 ICC leading East Central with 16:25 left in the first half. So Riley will throw it back in for ICC. Here is Caitlin Elbeck. Sends it to Isabel Kinsella. Isabel trying to get around the East Central defense, and she will pass it up towards Millie Webb, but that is taken away momentarily. So East Central will take it away from ICC. This is Kirkbridge who will send it over. And that is taken away by Kinsella, who will pass it over to McKelvey here on the near side. McKelvey passing up for Millie Webb, but that ball will just roll out of bounds. Possession, East Central.
Yeah, and Liz, if you take a touch there, she can get out, but then also it may open up just to send the ball in, okay? So it doesn't have to be rushed. It'll open up a new lane for you. Shift and tighten the lines.
And so this is Casey Canizaro. And that is broken up by ICC, and Chloe Boyd
We're not going to dribble through them.
runs into an East Central defender. Millie Webb will pass it up for Liz McElveen, but a sliding block right there by Annabeth Garrettson will set up a corner kick opportunity for ICC. Isabel Kinsella will issue the corner kick. Kinsella's kick is up and on its way. And here on a second chance effort is another goal by Millie. Another goal for the Lady Indians. And well, there's going to be some discussion right here.
All right, turn and do it again. Good job, Millie. Hey, in the corner.
And so an offsides call will take the second goal off the board for ICC. So it'll remain just a 1-0 advantage for the Lady Indians with 13:46 to go. So here's Addie Stanford right here, who will pass it to Liv Norris. And Liz McElveen pass it to Liv Norris, and Isabel Kinsella, which is kicked away by Vila Bruns.
Brooke, fire yourself in the six.
And so scrambling over possession right there between ICC and East Central. So Liv Norris will kick it for the Lady Indians. Kick is up and on its way. And sent towards midfield. This is Isabel Kinsella, who will pass it to Liz McElveen. McElveen to Millie Webb. Millie looking to get that goal back. That kick will go up and high, and it'll roll out of bounds near the flag.
Good
And so Ella Adams will throw it back in for East Central. This is Casey Canizaro. But that is disrupted by Chloe Boyd, but the Lady Warriors work to regain possession, but that is taken away by Caitlin Elbeck, and Elbeck will pass it up for Juliana Moats. And nice job right there of running the ball down just before it rolled out of bounds. So here's Elbeck now. And so we have a player down on the field right now. And we are going to take a quick injury timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back after that brief timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see, I believe that was Sage Kirkbridge. She's walking back towards the East Central dugout. No, that is going to be Casey Canizaro. Get back up on her own power, and we will resume play right here. This is Liz McElveen, but blocked right there by Lopez. We have substitution coming into the game for ICC. Chloe Boyd and Caitlin Elbeck will exit. Maddie Ahmed and Annie Manzel will sub in for their place. So here's Millie Webb right here trying to approach the box, but disrupted for a moment right there by East Central. Isabel Kinsella. And that will roll out of bounds. Possession will stay with ICC with 10 minutes to go in the first half. And so here's Millie Webb right here trying to work horizontal, but blocked out by East Central. The Lady Indians looking for a second chance right here. So this is Liv Norris. So Riley Stringer will throw it in for ICC. This is Juliana Moats right here. Moats trying to get away from the East Central defense, but East Central will take it away. This is Annabeth Gerritsen. And now roll out of bounds. Last touch by Ella Adams of East Central. Stringer will kick it up towards the box. But J.C. Willis, the keeper for East Central, will fall on it. There's Brooke Gibson, who will pass it to Kirkbridge. Kirkbridge to Kelly, and Kelly back to Gibson. And
Let's get tighter now. Even tighter. Midfield. Even tighter. It's fine.
And the backside right here, the Lady Indians grow a little impatient. They just take it away right here. And
Red, well done.
so Brooke Gibson will kick it for the Lady Warriors. Kick is up and on its way. And that is taken away by Maddie Ahmed in stride. She passes it up towards Isabel Kinsella.
Better, Annie. Good job. It's not on this side. It's not on. Look at your numbers.
And so out of bounds, last touch by East Central. So the Lady Indians will retain possession with 6.5 minutes to go. Riley Stringer will throw it in. And so here is Ella Adams, who will pass it to Sage Kirkbridge, and this is Reagan Kelly. Lopez will send it up, but that is taken away by Addie Stanford. Stanford will pass it to McElveen, and here is Liv Norris, who will pass it back to Stanford. Stanford trying to work up field, and will send it to Maddie Ahmed over on the far side. Ahmed trying to connect with Juliana Moats, but she will be tripped up right there.
Second ball, guys. Andy, that's good space. That's fine.
So Liv Norris will kick it for ICC. Kick is up and on its way. So this is Brooke Gibson of East Central, who will pass it to Kirkbridge, and Kirkbridge over to Kelly.
Tighten it up. Tighten it up. You can stay tight here. Tighten it up even more. Love it. Good.
And so that is taken away by ICC. Here's Lauren Sharples right here. She will attempt to pass it up right there, but Liz McElveen is able to regain possession for ICC, and East Central will take it away. This is Eva Craney right here. And this is Alejandra Lopez in stride, passing it up to Cassidy Pulliam, but that'll roll out of bounds. Under 4 minutes to go until halftime. ICC leads 1-0 over the Lady Warriors. So Lopez will throw it in right here. This is Craney trying to get around Annie Manzel, but she will pass it away, but The Lady Indians will take it back. So here's Lauren Sharples in stride. And she will pass it up to Maddie Ahmed. Momentarily deflected. And so Willis's kick is up and on its way. And Riley Stringer chasing it down before it rolls out of bounds. She's able to collect the soccer ball, pass it over to Addie Stanford, and Stanford will pass it to Liv Norris. Norris here on the near side, pass it to Liz McElveen. And so here is Millie Webb in pursuit, but that is kicked out of the way by Sage Kirkbride. And so a corner kick opportunity coming up for the Lady Indians. Isabel Kinsella will issue the kick. Kick is up and on its way. And deflected out. Man. There was a collision right there between Addie Stanford and, I believe, Sage Kirkbride. But both get back up on their own power. And this will set up a penalty kick opportunity for the Lady Indians. This is Millie Webb, who will issue the penalty kick for ICC. You know, a little chippy right there between Kinsella and Bruns.
Ref, this is your fault, man. It's never a PK. Good choice, Izzy. That's fine.
So here is Millie Webb lining up for the penalty kick. Kick is on its way, and it goes in. Millie Webb makes it a 2-0 advantage. Off a penalty kick with 50 seconds to go until halftime.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
So with 20 seconds to play in the first half, number 19 ICC leads 2-0 over East Central. And there goes the halftime buzzer right there. After the first 45 minutes of play, number 19 ICC leads 2-0 over East Central. We'll have a 15-minute halftime, and we will be back with more right after this.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Gentlemen, Itawamba Community College is proud to present the 2023 ICC All-American Marching Band. Straight from the era that brought us tight-rolled jeans and the CD-ROM, we are thrilled to bring you this year's program, Fright Night. Traveling back in time 41 years, we open our program this evening with the Michael Jackson hit Thriller. And now, the ICC All-American Marching Band. and loudspeakers as the band performs the theme song from the 1985 movie Weird Science, featuring our 2023 Indianette dancers. In 1988, the fantasy horror comedy film Beetlejuice hit the big screen with gnarly reviews. Now we invite you to sit back and chill to the bodacious beats of the theme song from Beetlejuice, featuring the ICC percussion section. In a boombox and turn up the volume for Alice Cooper's Feed My Frankenstein, followed by the epic 1984 theme song for Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Itawamba Community College All-American Band. Wapanatah, and Goon Gang, Lewisburg. Color Guard captains are Joey Bishop of Amory, Amaya Pavette, Tupelo, Zaya Patterson, Itawamba, Kelsey Pritchard, Lafayette, and Kaylee Townsend of South Pillow. Indian Net captains are Mackenzie Armstrong of Tupelo, Emma Mask Nettleton, and Madeline Smith of Nettleton. Indian Net choreographer is Sally Stallings of Amory. The ICC All-American Marching Band is under the direction of Christy Colburn, Brennan Eaton, Ryan Todd. Thank you for being a stellar audience, and we hope you have a wickedly rad evening.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Okay, now let's go and keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And welcome back after that halftime break. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lady Indians, number 19 in the country, leading 2-0 over East Central after the first 45 minutes of play. The Lady Indians got their first goal with 20:56 remaining in the first half after Juliana Moats scored within the box. And then the Lady Indians got their second goal with 50 seconds remaining in the first half after Millie Webb scored on a penalty kick. And we are underway with the start of the second half. That will roll out of bounds right there. Last touched by ICC. Ella Adams will throw it in. Send it to Casey Canizaro, and this is Garrettson. But that is taken away by Caitlin Elbeck. So Addie Stanford will pass it to Liv Norris here on the far side. And Gracie Henley will send it to Bella Moore. And this is Juliana Moats here on the near side. And J.C. Willis, the keeper for East Central, will just snatch it out of the air and take it in. Willis's kick is up and on its way.
Watch the ball in the box.
So Eva Craney will kick it for the Lady Warriors. So kick is on its way and deflected off a header by Chloe Boyd, and it will roll out of bounds. So this is Eva Craney. And deflected out by Maddie Davis on a header. And this is Kim Muscant in stride. Kim will dish it to Vanessa Baggett. A nice move right there to get space between her and the defender. So after getting knocked down, Liv Norris will get back up and kick it for ICC. Kick is up and on its way. And sent over to Kim Muscant. She will pass it to Addie Stanford. Here's Maddie Davis right here. Will pass it to Caitlin Elbeck. Elbeck met by some defensive pressure from East Central, but she is able to stay on her feet after that. So here's Canizaro, pass it to Kirkbride. So here's Liv Norris right here. We'll send it to Addie Stanford. And Stanford will pass it to Maddie Ahmed. Ahmed will send it up to Kim Muscant. And Muscant will send it up to Vanessa Baggett. Approaching the box, but met by some defensive pressure. So here on the throw-in is Gracie Henley. And she connects with Kim Muscant, but that will roll out of bounds. And J.C. Willis will send it over to Casey Canizaro. So here's Canizaro right here trying to get around Kim Muscant. And we'll send it back to Willis. This is Canizaro here. And ICC turning up the pressure defensively. And that is kicked backwards by Maddie Davis. And Davis will throw it in. And that is kicked away by East Central momentarily, but Addie Stanford will pick it back up for the Lady Indians. This is Bella Moore over on the far side. She'll pass it to Vanessa Baggetts, but that gets away from ICC. So here's Vanessa Baggetts trying to work horizontally. And she goes top shelf. Vanessa Baggetts goes top shelf and makes it a 3-kneel contest.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best story here.
So with 37:57 left to play, ICC leads 3-0 over East Central. And so here's Maddie Davis now. She'll pass it to Elbeck, who will pass it back to Davis. Just about some space between the defenders, but the East Central defense making it a tall task. But here's Elbeck now in stride, and she will pass it. And taken away by East Central. Here's Bruns with it, who will send it over to Craney. And Maddie Davis will disrupt that momentarily, but it'll roll out of bounds.
aren't connected.
And so Liv Norris will send it away for ICC. And scrambling back and forth between possessions between these two squads. And so here towards the box, Moats will work across, and that will just go out of bounds. And sent the other way. This is Bella Moore who will send it over to Gracie Henley over on the far side. And Gracie will pass it back to Bella. Bella back to Gracie. And Liv Norris will take drive right here. And a nice job right there by Caitlin Elbeck to take it away for ICC. And this is Juliana Moats now working diagonally. And she'll pass it up to Kim Moskant, but that will get away from her and taken away. It'll just be kicked out of, kicked away from the box. And this is Vanessa Baggett. Vanessa, who already has one goal. And Kim Moskant will kick it out and away. And now just roll out of bounds.
Deep again, and we can swing it. Deep again. Deep again. And we'll open up the mids when she comes to you. Bella, you're free.
Caitlin, now shift over. Make sure we're shifting. We're disconnected. Find the pass.
AB, float higher. Float higher, AB.
So here's East Central working now. This is Eva Craney who will send it to Lopez. And Maddie Davis will kick it out and send it over to Kim. Kim trying to get around East Central defenders. And she will just send it back to Gracie Henley, who will send it to Liv Norris. Norris to Addie Stanford. And pass to Maddie Davis here on the near side. Here's Chloe Boyd. She sends it up for Juliana Moats, but a little too high, and Casey Canizaro will just kick it out of bounds. So Maddie Davis will throw it in for ICC, connects with Bella Moore. And Juliana Moats. And that will just be sent out of bounds on a header right there. And we have a substitution for ICC. Bella Moore and Chloe Boyd will exit. Annie Mansell and Lauren Sharples will come in their place. So Canizaro will send it over to Bruns. Bruns back to Canizaro, and Canizaro will send it up, but off the foot of Addie Stanford, that is deflected and sent back out. So Brooke Gibson of East Central will throw it out for the Lady Warriors. And this is Eva Craney right here, but taken away by ICC. Here's Liv Norris. And this is Maddie Davis, who will send it over to Caitlin Elbeck over on the near side, and a nice move right there to get her away from the defender. So here's Caitlin Elbeck in stride, who will send it over to Juliana Moats, who sends it horizontally. And we have a substitution for ICC. Annabelle Holman will exit the game, and Kyla Kate Huffman will enter in her place. Meanwhile, we have a corner kick opportunity coming up for ICC. This is Annie Mansell who will issue the corner kick. Kick is up and on its way and sent out by Vila Bruns. And Lauren Sharples will take that away. And she will pass it up to Juliana Moats, but Casey Canizaro will kick it out of play. So Maddie Davis will throw it back in for ICC. This is Caitlin Elbeck. Met with some defensive pressure, but she is able to pass it and get it over to Lauren Sharples. And Sharples, and another goal for ICC, this time off the foot of Lauren Sharples. And it'll make it 4-0 advantage for ICC with 27:06 to go. And what a showing so far for this group of sophomores for ICC on sophomore day. Of the 4 goals ICC has scored this afternoon, 3 of them have come from sophomores: Juliana Moats, Vanessa Baggetts, and just a few moments ago, Lauren Sharples. And so that shot right there by Annabeth Garrison will just go up over the net.
Stay switched on, ladies. Come on.
Maybe unlucky. Hello, well done. Step right between them. Right between them. Right there.
So Kyla Kate Huffman will set up the soccer ball for Addie Stanford to kick away. And Lauren Sharples will take point and pass it over to Vanessa Boggets. And that is taken away briefly by East Central, but Lauren Sharples will regain possession for the Lady Indians. So Elbeck will pass it to Manzel. And Manzel back towards Maddie Davis. Maddie will pass it up to Liz McElveen. And here's Vanessa Boggets right here. Inside the box, but taken out by East Central. And that will just roll out of bounds, and it rolls along the bleachers. A substitution for the Lady Indians. Caitlin Elbeck and Addie Stanford exit. Maddie Ahmed and Liv Norris will sub in their place. So here's Maddie Ahmed now, who will pass it up to Jilliana Moats. So Maddie Davis will throw it in, but that is taken away by Eva Craney and kicked out of bounds. And so
Drop in, mids.
So here's Millie Webb right here, who will send it up to Isabel Kinsella. And she is knocked over by Kirkbride. And the ball will just roll out of bounds. And this will be Riley Stringer who will throw it in for ICC. And that will just roll out of bounds off the foot of Millie Webb. I know they're going to say it rolled out of bounds, last touch by East Central, so that will set up a corner kick opportunity for ICC, leading Ford Neal over East Central with 21-28 to play. This is Isabel Kinsella who will issue the corner kick. Kick is on its way. And the Lady Indians looking for a second chance right here. But East Central will get it out of the box. So here's Maddie Ahmed, who will pass it to Riley Stringer. And Liv Norris will send it up and over the top of the defense. And that will roll out of bounds. Last touch by East Central. And this will set up another corner kick chance for ICC. Isabel will kick it again for the Lady Indians with 20-25 to go. Kick is up and on its way and deflected off a header. But Riley Stringer will try to get it back towards the box. And here is Isabel Kinsella now. And just over the top of the net right there. Boy, if that would have been just a little lower, we would have seen goal number 5 for ICC. Juliana Moats will exit the game and Susie Page Vaughn will enter. And so here's Vaughn now, who will pass it over to McElveen. Back to Stringer. And here's Riley Stringer. We'll send it to Liv Norris. Norris's kick is on its way. And met by Maddie Ahmed. Maddie Ahmed will send it up to Millie Webb over here on the near side corner and sends it towards the box. Susie Page Vaughn will keep it from rolling out of bounds. And East Central will kick it out of play. With 18:11 to go. Riley Stringer will throw it in right here. And that one will just roll out of play as well. A lot of hustle around the soccer ball right there between both squads. And so here's Lauren Sharples on the takeaway. Nice job right there. So this is Maddie Ahmed who will have that taken away by Eva Craney. So Canizaro will send it over to Ella Adams. So Adams will throw it back in for East Central. She connects with Casey Canizaro. And this is Craney who will send it to Cassidy Pulliam. And East Central looking to get on the board. This is Ella Adams giving chase to the soccer ball, but nice job right there defensively by Maddie Davis. So Eva Craney will issue the corner kick for East Central. Kick is on its way and deflected out by Lauren Sharples. And nice move right there by Maddie Ahmed. A step back move right there to get the ball away from Craney.
Hey, treat it like a corner, guys. Set it up.
Let's go, Keith! Come on, KK! Let's go, Liz! Let's go, KK!
And so Eva Craney will kick it again. Kick is on its way and deflected out by the Lady Indians. And so Kylie King will throw it in for ICC. Leading 4-0 over East Central. King's throw in on its way and taken away by Craney, but it'll go out of bounds. King will throw it in again. And out of bounds. Last touch by East Central. King will throw it in. And so here's Susie Page Vaughn giving chase.
Check down. Check down. Right there. Get it right there.
Shift over, Maddie. Shift over, Maddie.
Bella.
Don't cheat it. Don't cheat it. Just take the space.
Brooks, stay. Brooks, stay.
Take the yardage, Maddie.
Brooks,
Take the
stay.
yardage, Maddie. Good, Kylie.
And so here is Cooper Pletsky now. Cooper trying to get around the defense, but that is kicked backwards by East Central. So King will throw it in, and it'll be kicked out by Craney.
Find space so you can defend. Don't just stand. Find space. There you go.
So back and forth, swapping of possessions between ICC and East Central right there. But Cooper Pletsky will send it up for Susie Page Vaughn, but J.C. Willis will scoop up the soccer ball before Vaughn can get to it. Willis will kick it out of the box. And here is Susie, who will send it over to Liz McElveen. And here is Cooper Pletsky, who will pass it to Maddie Ahmed. And here's Millie Webb now. Millie Webb trying to chase down a soccer ball before. And that'll just be kicked out of bounds by Sage Kirkbride. And so Maddie will throw it in right here. And that'll just go out of bounds off the Lady Warriors. So Maddie will throw it in again. And so here's Cooper with it, but met defensively by East Central. And so here is Riley Stringer, who will collect it for ICC. Annie Mansell will send it over to Liz McElveen on the far side. And J.C. Willis will just scoop it up and fall on it. With 8:10 to go. So here is Liz McElveen, who will kick it for ICC. Kick is up and on its way. And Canizaro will kick it out of the box. So with under 7 minutes to go, ICC, number 19 in the nation, leads 4-0 over East Central. And so here's Maddie Ahmed here on the near side. And Annie Mansell will pick it up, and that'll just be kicked backwards by East Central. And so Kylie King will kick it back in the right direction for the Lady Indians. Picked up by Isabel Kinsella. She'll pass it to Millie Webb, and Millie Webb to Cooper Pletsky. So here's Cooper again. She passes it to Susie Page Vaughn. And so here's Millie Webb right here. Millie will send it up, but just a tad over the goal. So J.C. Willis will kick it over to Sage Kirkbride. And that'll just be blocked out by Maddie Ahmed. So here on the throw in, Ella Adams to Ava Craney. So here's Craney now. And taken by Cassidy Pulliam. And Kylie King will kick it and disrupt it momentarily. And Maddie Ahmed will send it to Isabel Kinsella. And Kinsella will pass it up for Susie Page Vaughn. Susie Page Vaughn right here and just outside. So here's Maddie Ahmed. And we have stoppage. With a minute 48 to go, ICC leads 4-0 over East Central. And so here's Cooper Pletsky here, who will pass it to Millie Webb. Webb getting around the defenders, and she will pass it to Maddie Ahmed. Maddie Ahmed to Isabel Kinsella. And she will send it up to J.C. Willis, and Willis will just fall on it. So East Central trying to take the soccer ball away from the Lady Indians, and they do. So that'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Kylie King of ICC. This will be Ella Adams on the throw-in. And so here's Kinsella now. And the clock is just going to run out. And ICC picks up a 4-0 win over East Central. Next up for the Lady Indians, they will travel to Hines on Friday for a 5 p.m. match. And then a week from today, they will travel to Pearl River for a 5 p.m. match to close out the regular season before playoffs start next Saturday. We want to thank you for tuning in with us, and stay tuned for the start of the men's match coming up momentarily. ICC wins it 4-0 over East Central.